No. Pretty Caroline, stone cold stunner. She was a winner, started working at the dine. Serves this on her mind to count your blessings, 'cause it's telling first.
It's Leo, and today we're going to be answering a question that has been on your mind for some time now, that you probably have never asked because you felt like it was a rude question. But don't worry, you won't have to ask, because today I'm going to be answering the question, why do dentists talk so much? I mean, come on, from the moment you enter the dental office, your dentist is like, hello, how are you? How was your day? How was your weekend? How is your dog? Why is your dentist doing this? Well, the truth is, your dentist is lonely. That's right. Your dentist spent so much time in dental school studying and sleeping in the library that they lost all social connection. No love, no fun, no friends. Just books. Just kidding, there's more to it than that. So let's face the elephant in the room, anxiety. There is a lot of fear and anxiety associated with the dentist, and there are many reasons for that. Number one, your mouth is a very sensitive part of your body. It's part of your airway. And if we're talking about personal space, then your mouth is the most personal space that you own. So having someone this close to your personal space makes a lot of people uncomfortable. Number two, the dentist is one of the few doctors that works on patients while they are awake. Fillings, crowns, extractions, all done when a patient is fully awake. This of course causes a lot of anxiety. And finally, number three, the sound. Dental offices are very noisy. The handpiece, the scaler, the suction, you can hear a lot of things going on in the background, and that puts everybody on their edge. So we now understand what causes most of the anxiety for a lot of people. But what does that have to do with dentists talking so much? Well, without getting too scientific, I want to talk about the psychology behind anxiety. Our brain is a sophisticated organ that has many parts that play different roles. The part of our brain responsible for anxiety is called the amygdala. The amygdala controls emotional responses, but it is not the best decision maker. And when a patient walks into the dental office, their amygdala is in full control of their brain. This keeps a person at their edge, considering the scariest possibilities. And it has so much of an effect on our behavior that the famous psychologist Dr. Daniel Goleman, in his book on emotional intelligence, calls the situation amygdala hijacking, because your brain is being hijacked by the anxious amygdala. But luckily, there's a way around that. There's another part of our brain responsible for speech and thinking. It's called the cortex. The interesting thing is, when you talk to an anxious person, you turn on their cortex, which takes control over the amygdala. This results in a huge drop in anxiety. So instead of the amygdala hijacking your brain, your cortex takes comforting and gentle control, giving you a very pleasant experience. And on behalf of all dentists, I would like to take this moment to thank the cortex, because if we only had an amygdala, dental experiences would all be horrible. So thank you, cortex. And now that we've mentioned the effect of talking on anxiety, I have one last point to make. Talking is the best way to gain useful information. By simply talking to a patient, you learn a lot about their history, their diet, their lifestyle, their preferences, their commitment. And all of this information is used to tailor-make the best treatment for this patient. So the talking is ironically a huge part of the treatment. I hope you've learned to appreciate the dental chit-chat a little more. And next time you're dealing with someone who's anxious, just do what your dentist does. Just talk. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in my next video.